Secret Police DSS restores IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu's access to lawyers, family members. Welcome back to Biafra News. Support Biafra, people of goodwill, Ada Biafra here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Depending on where you're watching me from, Biafrans, I bring you another update. And this very update is coming from SAR reporters. And the news headline says, DSS restores Nnamdi Kanu's access to lawyers and family members. It doesn't matter what they do, a sovereign state of Biafra will be actualized. They don't have an option than to do what is right. Nnamdi Kanu is not a criminal, and he is illegally being detained and locked up against his personal right. Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya by Nigeria terrorist state and Nigeria DSS since 2021, tortured for 8 days before he was illegally renditioned back to Nigeria. Nigeria terrorist government, in their desperate quest to stop Biafra, they went as far as Kenya to kidnap a British citizen, tortured him for 8 days, and illegally renditioned him back to Nigeria. And he's been locked up and illegally detained against his personal right. Even when Court of Appeal, different organizations has called for Nnamdi Kanu's release, and Nigeria terrorist states refused to release him. Court of Appeal discharged and acquitted him of all charges, and Nigeria government refused to release Nnamdi Kanu. There is nothing they can do to stop Biafra. They have been trying and still trying, but Chukwu Kabama will continue to disappoint them. Well, dear friends, before I continue with this very update, I would like to welcome all the new and old subscribers. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, please kindly click the red subscribe button, turn on the notification bell right beside it whenever you get notification once I upload a new video. Don't forget to share, tune in once you get notification. So we're going straight to this very update. Before we continue with the analysis, we all know that Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped by Nigeria terrorist government in Kenya since 2021. Tortured for 8 days before he was illegally renditioned back to Nigeria. He was illegally renditioned and still being locked up and detained against his will. Even when Court of Appeal discharged and acquitted him, Supreme Court confirmed that Nigeria terrorist government or Nigeria federal government kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu. Nigeria broke international law. And they will have a flavor so scared to ask the question that the Fulanese do not want to be asked or everybody is scared of. Why was Nnamdi Kanu kidnapped? What is his crime? A call for freedom is not a call for war. A call for self-determination is not a call for war. He said, conduct a referendum. Let my people choose if they want to remain in Nigeria or go with Biafra. Nigeria terrorist government or Nigeria government turned it. Of course, Nigeria is a terrorist state. Turned it into war. Freedom is every human's fundamental right, and that is what we are fighting for. At the same time, resisting unrepentant Boko Harams and army uniform coming to Biafra and to kill Biafrans. Well, we must continue with this very update. News headline from SAR reporter says that Secret Police DSS restores IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu has access to lawyers and the family members. Barrister lawyer Jimako Special Counsel to Kanu, who made this known after routine visitation, said that IPOB leader has resolved that the abortive visitation on Wednesday should be put behind. Nigeria Secret Police, the Department of State Service, DSS, on Friday, bowed to pressure and allowed the detained leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Nnamdi Kanu's access to his legal team and family members during their routine visit. Barrister lawyer Jimako Special Counsel to Kanu, who made this known after the routine visitation, said that the IPOB leader had resolved that the aborted visitation on Wednesday should be put behind. He, however, warned that the DSS should never let such an incident happen again. Ejimako said the legal team, Prince Imakano, Nnamdi Ichata, and others have concluded today's visitation with Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu remains as stoic as ever, and it was resolved that the aborted visitation on Wednesday should be put behind us, but let it not happen again. And here is Barrister lawyer Jimako's post from his official X handle, and he said the legal team, Prince Imakano, Honorable Bin Chata, and other have concluded today's visitation with Onyenduma Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu remains as stoic as ever, and it was resolved that the aborted visitation on Wednesday should be put behind us, but let it not happen again. Star reporters had on Wednesday reported that DSS defied court orders and prevented Kanu from meeting with his legal team and the family members during their routine visit. Ejimako had said that the legal team, accompanied by some of Kanu's family members and a former Abia State House of Assembly member, was barred from seeing the IPOB leader at DSS facility. In 2014, Ejimako repeatedly raised concerns over DSS alleged continued disobedience of court orders in Kanu's case by denying his legal team access to him. On November 1st, 2024, Star reporters reported that Ejimako accused the DSS of deliberately violating a court ruling that permitted Kanu to meet with his lawyers. In response, he vowed to resume all suspended legal actions to enforce compliance with the order. However, on November 11, 2024, nearly 2 months after restricting Kanu's access to his legal team, the DSS finally allowed a meeting following directives from its Director General, Mr. Adiola Oluwatosin Ajayi. Despite this, Ejimako stated on Wednesday that the DSS has resumed its flagrant disregard for the Nigerian constitution and the subsistent court orders granting Kanu access to his legal team, family and other visitors. He vowed that such action should not stand. He further revealed that access was denied despite submitting a visitation request to the DSS on Tuesday ahead of their scheduled Wednesday visit. Okay. Is there anything new to us? We are not surprised. Nigeria is a lawless country. Those that manage to get to any position think they have arrived. Even with court order, those in DSS do not obey Nigeria's order constitution. That is for you to know that Nigeria is not a country for any right-thinking human being. Secret police, they are doing as they please. They are doing as they please. Nigeria is not a country for any right-thinking human being. That is how lawless and corrupt Nigeria is. That is why Aisha Yusuf asked, why do they turn the law upside down? Or why do they always turn the law upside down when it comes to Nnamdi Kanu's case? What is his crime? What offense did Nnamdi Kanu commit? Asking for freedom. Is freedom not every human's fundamental right? Some of the fools, one Nigerian enablers, have refused to ask themselves questions. They refuse to ask themselves questions. Nigeria broke international law, and why is the fools that calls yourself Southeast politicians or leaders not saying anything? Or why are they not doing anything? Why are they not asking the question that is supposed to be asked? The Nigeria federal government. Why wasn't Nnamdi Kanu kidnapped? Why was he tortured? Moreover, Nnamdi Kanu was traveling with a British passport. So why would Nigeria government go as far as Kenya to kidnap him? Not just kidnapping him, they renditioned him back to Nigeria. They tortured him for 8 days before he was illegally renditioned back to Nigeria. And the Supreme Court confirmed that Nigeria government went to Kenya and kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu. Nigeria broke international law. Why are those fools not doing anything? Supreme Court confirmed that Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. Appellate court discharged and acquitted him. And we have leaders that care about only sit at home, how to stop sit at home, so that nobody will talk about Amadike's unconditional release. Instead of them to pick it up from there, they have been given the go-ahead order by appeal court and the Supreme Court. Supreme Court confirmed that Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, and appeal court discharged and acquitted him. Instead of those Southeast flavors to pick it up from there, when Court of Appeal discharged Nnamdi Kanu and Nigeria government refused to release him, what is his name? Malami said that he's waiting for Southeast stakeholders and leaders to say something, and none of them said anything. It was after a few months that they started crawling out. This person will talk in Eke, the other one will talk in Oreo, the other one will talk in Awo. Come out one and say, why is Nnamdi Kanu still in DSS custody even when Court of Appeal discharged and acquitted him? Why is he still being illegally detained when Supreme Court confirmed that he was kidnapped and tortured in Kenya by Nigeria government? Now, they don't want to offend their Fulani masters. Their brother that want nothing but the safety and the freedom of their people. And they also, because they are in bondage in the hands of the Fulanese, those fools that call themselves Southeast politicians or governors or traditional rulers are in Fulanese bondage. They have sold themselves penny. They sold themselves. I don't want penny. They want nothing to the Fulanese because they have sold their integrity and respect. That is why they are so scared to speak. Your brother that wants nothing but the safety of our old mothers, that wants our old mothers no longer or not to be raped again by Fulanese, was kidnapped, even when traveling with a British passport because he's a British citizen. He was tortured, illegally renditioned back to Nigeria. Nigeria broke international law, and those fools couldn't ask the right question, couldn't do anything. Court of Appeal discharged and acquitted him. Supreme Court confirmed that he was kidnapped by Nigeria government in Kenya. International organizations called for his release instead of them to pick it up from there. They are all quiet. Once you talk about Biafra, you become a threat. Once you talk about the freedom of our people, we become a threat. Nnamdi Kanu is not a criminal, so the Fulanese have no other choice than to do the right thing. And they will, no matter how strong they think they are, they will. Because Biafra is our last hope. And freedom is every human's fundamental right. Freedom is every human's fundamental right. Well, Biafrans, I'll stop here. Let me read a few comments from Biafrans. Let me read a few comments before we round up. First person said, it's Biafra or Biafra. The Banana Republic government has no choice than to obey the rules of law and free our infactible leader, Amadike Biafra. It doesn't matter how long they detain him. In the end, the sovereign state of Biafra will be actualized. Exactly. Another person said, you're only DSS, you're not God. Nnamdi Kanu is more popular than you. DSS delaying the release of Nnamdi Kanu is destroying Nigeria the more. Okay. Another person said, no matter whether any pressure group may visit our leader Nnamdi Kanu, he's not going back or succumb to Nigeria terrorist country. He told them that he is for his people, Biafra nation. He's not going to change his mind. Okay. Another person said, they are wasting their time. Another person said, not Igbo coup, but a coup orchestrated by the Yoruba Fulani and the rest of Nigerians just to massacre the innocent Igbos. You all will be harshly punished on earth before your demise. Nature never forgets. Okay, exactly. Another person says, certainly the judge he accused of crucial and bias is fucking guilty and a puppet to doing what she did. Okay, another person says, someone court has freed and the terrorist government refused to free him. Failed country. Another person said, official DSS Nigeria be like shame no they even catch you now. Are you people not tired of all this unnecessary drama with an innocent person? You all are taking side with corrupt people in power. Don't forget that Nigeria can happen to any of you or your children one day. Shame. Another person said, one doesn't need to be amazed by this news because this is not what they actually need to do in the first place. If actually the country is a democratic one, prolonged denial of his fundamental rights and access to his lawyers is abominable to the constitution. Doing the needful is good. Okay. Another person said, Trump don't shock their slave master UK. See as they sign, the see? Okay. See as they sign as the bounced the criminal delegated to US since they come. Okay. Another person said Nigeria terrorist government have no other choice than to do the needful. Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime. Another person said Nigeria as a country is lawless and useless as nothing, but they have some nice, amazing, and good people who are being dominated by evil, uncivilized ones in the corridor of power. Okay. Another person said they must. The DS better start discussion with our leader before it's too late. As we know, millions of persons support our leader and Biafra will stand. All right, Biafrans, that is it. I will stop here. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comment at the comment section. DSS restores access to Nnamdi Kanu, to lawyers and the Nnamdi Kanu members as family members. They denied them access to Nnamdi Kanu, but right now they have restored access to Nnamdi Kanu. Restored Nnamdi Kanu access to lawyers and their family members. Don't forget to share. Turn in once you get notification. We all know that Zoo is nothing but terrorist, lawless, corrupt terrorist state, Islamic State. Don't forget to share. Turn on once you get notifications.